Chicken Little is a Disney animated family film that came out in 2005, during Disney's mid-2000s phase of lackluster feature films. The film premiered as a critical failure, but I was 4 years old when this movie came out, so I didn't care about movie quality. I was entertained solely by the fact that I was watching a movie. However, despite the popularity it had gained in my childhood, I hadn't seen Chicken Little for several years, so I couldn't recall what exactly to expect. The movie starts by trying to determine what the best way to start the movie is. It settles on our titular Chicken Little causing millions of dollars worth of property damage. Chicken Little keeps yelling, "Run for your lives! Emergency! Emergency!" while the town goes into a panic and destroys itself before someone gets the bright idea to ask what the problem is. Chicken Little tells everyone that the sky is falling, but the town decides that he mixed up an acorn with the sky despite his insistence that the sky actually was falling. We then flash forward to a year later. Chicken Little's father, Buck Cluck, drives him to the school bus stop, but he still misses the bus. As he tries to run to school, he loses his pants after they get stuck in some gum. He is forced to run the rest of the way to school in his underwear, which he is visually embarrassed by. This means that it is socially unacceptable to not wear clothes in public. I'm just highlighting this fact for later. Chicken Little arrives at school late, so he has to fly into the school by using a bottle of soda, which raises many concerns about the inclusivity of different species. For example, Chicken Little, who's only like 1 foot tall, has a locker that's 4 feet off the ground. He has to climb to get inside of his own locker. Once he does get inside, he fashions a pair of pants out of his homework, but he gets stuck in his locker because the janitor closes the door while he's still inside. We cut to the class Chicken Little should be in, where the teacher is completely naked. We've established that clothes are a requirement, but here is the teacher of children who's just free-wooling it. As the new teacher takes role, we meet Chicken Little's 3 friends: Runt the litter, an obese pig; Fish Out of Water, the best character in this movie; and Abbie Mallard, a duck who looks like pulled pork in animated form. We also meet one of Chicken Little's several bullies, Foxy Loxy, a very popular fox. After whatever class the pedophilic sheep teaches, the class has gym, where Chicken Little finally shows up when they play dodgeball. A timeout is called because the porcupine has to go to the nurse. During the timeout, Chicken Little tells Abbie Mallard that he needs to do something great to make everyone forget about his sky falling incident. But Abbie Mallard suggests that Chicken Little should just talk with his father to resolve the issue he has at home. All the while, Fish Out of Water is reenacting King Kong. On his way home, Chicken Little becomes really depressed because he feels like an embarrassment to his father. To win his father over, he decides to join the recreational baseball team, a team that lets all the kids play and have fun, a team where winning is not the main goal. But for some reason, Chicken Little barely gets to play. He never gets to bat despite the fact that, again, he is like 1 foot tall, and his strike zone is about the size of a baseball. He's almost guaranteed to get walked at every at-bat, so why would you not send him up to bat? The movie even acknowledges the fact that he has a really small strike zone, and that if he doesn't swing, he will almost surely get walked. Whatever, it's the final game of the season, and the Okie Oaks are down by 1 run with 1 player on third. With most of the lineup injured, the coach sends Chicken Little out to bat for the first time at the end of the season. And despite literally everyone telling him not to swing, Chicken Little swings, and ends up hitting the ball deep into the outfield. Luckily for him, the outfielders were not paying attention because they thought he was an easy out, so they take a while to field the ball. Chicken Little rounds the bases and runs for home with the ball racing him there. It appears to be a tie, there's dust everywhere, and Chicken Little is initially called out. The umpire then tells everyone to wait, and the announcer reiterates for everyone to wait a cotton-picking second. After the announcer is cancelled, the ump dusts off home plate to reveal that Chicken Little is actually safe. Chicken Little won the Okie Oaks the final game and is revered as a hero in both the eyes of the town and his father. Buck Cluck is finally proud of his son, but like most men, he isn't openly willing to talk about their strained relationship, so they just enjoy this moment. While Chicken Little is taking in his newfound happiness, a piece of sky falls into his room. The octagonal sky piece can camouflage itself to whatever it's in front of. Chicken Little interrupts his friend's karaoke night and tells them to hurry over. When they arrive, they are impressed with the sky piece, but Abbie Mallard gets on Chicken Little for not opening up to his father. After running through all the names for urine, the group tries to figure out what to do with the sky piece, while Fish Out of Water pushes a button on the back of it, making the sky piece hover. He hops on the floating sky piece and it carries him away, back into the sky. Luckily, for the rest of the group, his glow stick lanyard is sticking out, so they use it to follow him in the sky. They end up in the middle of the baseball field where the sky reveals itself to be an alien spaceship. 2 three-eyed alien robots come out of the spaceship and walk into town. The group gives up hope for Fish Out of Water and believes him to be dead, but suddenly they see him in a window of the spaceship, so they head inside. They start walking around the spaceship looking for Fish Out of Water, unaware that a little orange ball of fur with eyes is now following them. Runt the Litter starts panicking really hard, so he uses a paper bag in the lyrics of Stayin' Alive by the Bee Gees to help him calm down. Staying alive, staying alive. Abbie Mallard and Chicken Little find fish out of water while Runt the Litter discovers the alien robot's plans. It appears that the alien robots are going to destroy Earth. The group freaks out and starts to leave the spaceship, but they run into the 2 alien robots who have just returned. A chase ensues with the little orange alien ball of fur still in tow. The group hides out in a cornfield while the alien robots create crop circles. Abbie Mallard realizes that the group should ring the school bells to warn the town of the alien invasion. Chicken Little uses a bottle of soda to fly up to the top of the school, where he rings the bell and wakes up the town. The alien robots run off to their spaceship, while the members of the town run over to the school to see what's happening. Chicken Little leads them all to the baseball field, but before they can all see the spaceship, it flies off and camouflages itself. Chicken Little becomes a social outcast again, and the orange little alien is stranded on Earth. As Chicken Little is contemplating his existence on a tree stump, a 3-eyed ball of fur wanders up to him, prompting Chicken Little to call his friends over to check out the alien. Fish Out of Water learns that the alien is named Kirby and was left behind. Suddenly, the sky cracks into a bunch of large octagonal shapes, and a bunch of spaceships descend from the newly cracked sky. Kirby tells Fish Out of Water that the alien race is on a rescue mission for Kirby. The town doesn't know that, so they, once again, divulge into panic. It's the End of the World by REM plays over the movie because, if you'll notice, it appears to be the end, now stick with me here, of the world. Kirby runs into town to be rescued with Chicken Little chasing after him. Foxy Loxy tries to be the hero of the town and throws a rock at one of the alien robots, but it just completely incinerates her in return. Chicken Little and Kirby end up in a movie theater that's completely empty. Very topical. Buck, Cluck, and Abbie Mallard chase Chicken Little into the movie theater, allowing for the father and son to have a heart-to-heart about how Buck Cluck is a really bad parent. The 4 of them leave to go save the day, but not before Chicken Little kisses Abbie Mallard bill to bill. After watching the mayor get incinerated, the group learned that the 2 alien robots that first landed on Earth were Kirby's parents, so all they have to do is give Kirby to his parents. The problem is that all of the alien robots want to incinerate everybody in Okie Oaks. Runt the Litter picks up Chicken Little, Buck Cluck, and Kirby in a fire truck and drives them to Town Hall while he sings I Will Survive. I'll survive! I will survive! Meaning that Runt the Litter sang both Stayin' Alive and I Will Survive 4 years before Michael Scott did the same while performing CPR. Chicken Little, Buck Cluck, and Kirby climb to the top of Town Hall to try to give Kirby to his parents, but they all get incinerated as well. However, it's revealed that when the alien robots incinerate you, you end up in a black void. Kirby's father tries to intimidate Chicken Little and Buck Cluck by threatening to kill them, but Kirby and Kirby's mother tell Kirby's father that Kirby wasn't kidnapped, but left behind as a result of bad parenting, meaning that Fred Willard and Catherine O'Hara, the voices of Kirby's parents, have played bad parents in both Chicken Little and Monster House. The alien robots release Chicken Little and Buck Cluck, the town is restored to its normal state, Patrick Warburton plays an alien cop, a blockbuster movie is made about the events of this movie, Chicken Little is revered as a hero again, and the naked sheep is still a teacher.